ladies and gentlemen. We are Group 5. Let me introduce self and team. I'm Martina as Speaker 1 and my friend is Fatima Tusaro as a Speaker 2. And the supervisor is Mr. Carter Atmaja, SPD, MPD. We would like to talk about Martin Luther King Jr. There are two main parts. Firstly, Martin Luther early child and Martin Luther career. I have a dream. The opening line of one of the most iconic speeches of our time by the late great Martin Luther King, often simply referred to as MLK. He was born in Atlanta, Georgia on January 15, 1929. King was a religious minister who rose to fame as a national leader in the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 60s. King, who was actually Michael upon birth, was 5 years old when his father, also Michael, became inspired by the works of late German Protestant Reformation leader Martin Luther and decided to change both he and his son's names. Having long witnessed and father's fight against segregation and racial abuse, it was inevitable that King would follow father's footsteps. He was a gifted student who skipped grades 9 and 12 and entered college early at the age of 15, graduating with a degree in sociology. King married and became a father to 4 children at the age of 25. King became a pastor at a Baptist church in Alabama and quickly gained fame for his booming voice and powerful congregational speeches. His role defending Rosa Parks in the Montgomery bus boycott of 1955 saw King to a national fame. Miss Parks was arrested for sitting in a whites-only seat of a city bus. Kinds of segregation laws were exactly what King wanted to abolish. He urged community to come together to stop this kind of repression. The boycott lasted just over a year and resulted in a change of law that prohibited segregation on basis. This was just in the beginning of King's leadership. The civil rights movement gained many victories as a result of his hard work and often personal sacrifice.
King always maintained a non-violent approach to resolving disputes. Despite this, there was constant opposition who believed that black people did not deserve any extra rights, and King was arrested and jailed repeatedly, close to 30 times during his lifetime apparently. His family was threatened daily and his house was even bombed at one. However, King was resilient and he fought on, determined to create a better, safer, more peaceful life for his family, his friends, and his followers. He founded the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, which was instrumental in civil rights reform. He led the Great March on Washington in 1963, which advocated for the civil and economic rights of African Americans and called for an end to racism, with the most famous 17-minute speech joined by around 250,000 supporters. He played a huge part in the passing of new voting for black people in the U.S. in 1964 and 1965, and in October 1964, He became the youngest ever recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize for leading non-violent resistance to racial prejudice in the U.S. Sadly, King was assassinated on April 4, 1968, aged just 39, South Wales on a motel balcony in Memphis, Tennessee. But his legacy went on to succeed him as just days after his death. U.S. Congress passed the Civil Rights Act of 1968 prohibiting all manner of racial discrimination in housing and housing-related transactions. This was believed to be a tribute to the great leader, Martin Luther King Jr. Day was established as an annual national holiday in U.S. from 1671, and he was posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1977. King's dreams and beliefs live on. I think enough our presentation from Group 5 about the biography of Martin Luther King Jr. If you have any questions, please write in the comment column. Thank you for watching and